Welcome to the second part of our report. In this section, I would be demonstrating the capabilities of the GeoAPI. So what services does GeoAPI provide? First, it allows reverse geocoding in which, given a longitude-latitude pair, it can obtain the nearest intersection, the containing neighborhood, city, state, and even country. Second, you can search for entities by name, as well as the neighborhoods, cities, and states that contain them. Another is that you can find places along with detailed information contained within them, such as, for businesses, its hours of operation, keywords associated with it, its address, phone numbers, and some other important details. Next is entity creation, where you can annotate your own entities around the world on a writable private layer, which differs from one app to another. GeoAPI also allows you to query information from Twitter, Flickr, Foursquare, YouTube, and Weatherbug. It also makes easier access for its services for developers on the iPhone. Before we get into the demo, we should know some of the concepts and data types of the GeoAPI. In using the GeoAPI, one has to remember important things. First are entities. Entities are any physical objects in the world, be it place, city, park, or some other things. Each entity is represented by a unique GeoID. It also contains the corresponding name of the entity, which is given by the user. A type is also an attribute of the entity. Currently, there are 6 supported types: city, neighborhood, business, points of interest, intersection, and user entity. Each entity also has a geometry attribute. The geometry attribute is represented by a GeoJSON object, which can be a point, a line string, a polygon, a multi-point, multi-line string, multi-polygon, and geometry collection. Since every entity created has its own page at the geoapi.com, some entities' GeoID may be too long. Therefore, a short URL is also provided. Number 2 are parents. Entities are contained in a hierarchy. For example, a latitude-longitude pair is contained in a neighborhood, then the neighborhood is contained in the city. Others are as such, which follows a parent-child relationship. However, not all entities follow this certain pattern. Some latitude-longitude pair may have a city as its parent, neglecting the neighborhood part. Some entities may not even have a parent, in which case an empty list is returned upon the request of a parent. You may just visit this site geoapi.com to reread this part if any clarification is needed. Number 3 are views, where additional data may be obtained upon querying an entity. Available views are Flickr, Foursquare, Listing, Twitter, Weather, and YouTube. Now let us try our hand at this GeoAPI. First, we create a page with just a simple Google map and its corresponding latitude and longitude value upon startup. I have already created a base sample for the demonstration. This is a simple HTML file. The body contains a placeholder for the map, for coordinates, and for the parents. Upon loading the body, the function initialize is called. This part here just checks if your browser supports the geolocation API. The geolocation API allows the browser to obtain the current position, and then it calls the map. The map is then initialized using this, the Google Maps.map, then with the options zoom 10, center the latitude and longitude pair, and then a roadmap type. Now let us see what the code does. This here means that your browser supports the geolocation API and it now asks permission if you want to share your location. Okay, let's share our location and there we go. This is our current position and this is the map. Let us now try to get the parents of the current longitude and latitude position. Upon loading the map, we just call the getParents function, then we create the function. Using the jQuery getJSON, we query the GeoAPI URL parents lat equals the current latitude and the longitude Now for the API key, we may just use the demo API key, since the demo API key allows developers to freely explore the capabilities of the GeoAPI. Then JSON callback and the callback function. Let us just first see what this getJSON returns. I'll just be adding the pretty parameter to display the more readable version of the JSON callback. Okay, so here we go. This is the result of the query. Now we want to get the parents, so we want to go here, then here, then here. So in order to get that, we must check if the data, by the way, the data parameter is passed to the callback function. If data result is null, meaning there is no result, then alert service temporarily unavailable. Return. Then our parents data result parents. This here, it gets all the results. Okay, so there. If